Hello everyone, my name is LJ from Easy Book Notes, and in this video we are going to talk about one of the ultimate struggles in life, and that is feeling stuck. Most of us have been there and it can be tough to stay motivated. But what if I told you that there are simple yet effective ways to stay motivated and achieve your goals, even when the going gets tough? I will also suggest a book that I believe will help you get unstuck and get you right back on track. So whether you're stuck with work, your personal life, or just need a little bit of inspiration, stick around until the end of the video. Feeling stuck generally refers to a sense of being unable to make progress, move forward, or make decisions in a particular area of your life, such as your career, relationships, or personal growth. It can be accompanied by feelings of frustration, procrastination, helplessness, lack of motivation, discontentment, and not knowing what steps to take next. Feeling like you're in a rut, that you can't move forward, that you feel stuck, is an unsettling feeling, and your thoughts can go either way. 100 miles per hour, or be the total opposite and not wanting to think or feel or do anything. Feeling stuck can be frustrating and demotivating. How are people able to stay motivated, stay focused, stay productive, and stay consistent when there are so many things in life that is begging for our attention, like social media notifications, emails, phone calls, meetings, coworkers, families, and friends? How do some people manage their time and consistently work towards their goal? Nobody is a superhuman, so how do these people, normal people, manage it? I want you to think about this for a second. We all have the same number of hours in a day. Why do some people get so much more done than the others? How are they able to do more, achieve more, earn more, and have more? This is the question Gary Keller asked in the book, The One Thing. The book's main idea is basically finding out the one thing. What is the one thing? The one thing is the most important goal or priority a person currently has in their life. My one thing is different than yours. It's different from my friends, my family, my coworkers. It is different from every other person. And it is up to you to figure out what truly matters to you. That is your one thing. Skeptics of this idea believe that the one thing is common sense. However, you have to remember that common sense is not so common nowadays. Figuring out the one thing might be easy for some people, but continuously and purposely taking one step at a time towards your goal might not be as easy as it seems. And this is where the one thing comes in. When I read a hardbound book, I actually remove the cover so I do not damage it or wrinkle it. I'm sure I'm not the only one who does this, so if you also do this, let me know in the comments below to confirm that I'm not the only one. So anyway, when I removed the cover of the book, I saw this and I thought to myself, is this a domino? And if it is a domino, how does this relate to the book? I'm sure this is not for aesthetics. So I started reading and I immediately found out what it was for. Number 1, the domino effect. The domino effect suggests that success is not achieved through a single big action, but rather a series of small, focused actions that build on each other. Each small action multiplies the effect of the previous action, that by focusing on your one thing and taking small, consistent actions towards it, you can set off a domino effect that will eventually lead to significant progress and achievement that will have the biggest impact of your goal. So how do you figure out what you need to do that will help you identify what you should be doing for your one thing? This is where we use the focusing question. Focusing question is a question designed to help you clarify your priorities and identify the single most important thing you can do at the moment to achieve your goal. Get a pen and a paper and write this down. The question goes like this: what is the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? The idea behind the focusing question is to help you identify the most important action you can take that will have the biggest impact on achieving your goal. Once you identify this, it helps you cut through the clutter and competing priorities and distractions, and helps you identify the most important action you can take right here and right now to achieve your goal. For example, if your big picture is to be able to write a book, the one thing you could do every day is to write an hour per day to enhance your writing skills. Number 3, create a success list. Every single task does not matter equally. There will always be this one task that needs to be done, that needs to be prioritized, that creates a bigger impact towards your one thing. Upon reading this book, Gary Keller pointed out something that made sense to me, that there is a difference between a to-do list and a list that he calls success list. The success list is a tool used to help you stay focused on your priorities and take consistent action towards your one thing. The key difference between a to-do list and a success list is that it only includes the actions that are most important for achieving your goal. This is created by asking yourself the focusing question and then creating a list of specific actions that are necessary to achieve it. For me, this is a game changer because my bullet journal sometimes is filled with tasks that are not really in line with my goals. By adapting a success list, this trims out all the fluff and laser focus on the tasks that will direct me towards my goal. Number 4, goal setting to the now. Goal setting to the now is an approach that's basically having your long-term goal or your end goal in mind and then working backwards or reverse engineering it to identify the specific small steps you need to take in order to achieve it. By breaking down your goal into small, bite-sized pieces, you can make steady progress towards your goal each day. I mentioned writing a book as an example earlier. In goal setting to the now, writing a book is the long-term goal. What you need to do is figure out the important actions that needs to be done every single day that will add up and create a domino effect towards your goal. Examples could include researching your topic, outlining chapters, and setting a daily writing goal. Last but not the least, number 5, time blocking. The one thing is big on time blocking. Gary Keller believes that people who achieve extraordinary results don't achieve them by working more hours. They achieve them by getting more done in the hours they work. Time blocking is a productivity technique that involves scheduling specific blocks of time for specific tasks in order to maximize focus. It is a key strategy for achieving your most important goal, your one thing. Once you have identified your one thing, schedule blocks of time at least 4 hours a day, and schedule it early in the day when possible. Once you've scheduled your time blocks, it is important to protect them from distractions and interactions like turning off your phone, closing your emails, and finding a quiet place to work. However, we don't just time block the hours we need to focus on our tasks. We also need to time block our days off because resting is as important as working. Lastly, you also need to time block your planning time in order to reflect on where you are right now and where you want to be. So let's recap: the domino effect, focusing questions, success list, goal setting to the now, and time blocking. Use these 5 strategies as actionable steps to help you stay motivated when you're feeling stuck. It's easy to get distracted by the many demands in our lives. But you have to remember that the most successful people are the ones who can stay focused in what truly matters. They understand that success is not about doing everything, but about doing the right thing. So I challenge you to ask yourself, what is your one thing? What is the one goal or purpose that is most important to you right now? Once you have identified your one thing, you need to commit to it fully. Prioritize it above all other distractions and make it on your top priority. Remember, success is not a destination but a journey. It is about taking small, consistent actions towards your goal, even when the going gets tough. But when you stay focused on your one thing and take small, consistent action towards it, you will be able to achieve extraordinary results. This journey might not be as easy to some people. Most of us start the self-improvement journey when we are at the lowest of the low, when we have tried everything else and nothing has worked. Some of us have self-sabotaging thoughts and behaviors that tell us that we are not good enough, that we are not going to achieve our one thing. We need to have a healthy outlet of our thoughts and emotions and hopefully get rid of that negative voice. I highly recommend this next video, so make sure to click on that thumbnail, and I'll see you on the next video.